Well, hello there, traveler. Haven't seen too many spelunkers this time of year, though glad you decided to make the journey to this site. Most folks just call me Prospector, and that's fine by me. In the glory days, my relatives struck gold not far from here. There might be some still in the caves below, though most of the shiny stuff turned out to be formica and pyrite, fool's gold, not quite the same mystique. I acquired this land some time ago from an old colleague, mostly because I like the surrounding basalt, though people like to explore the caves here, and there's parts of an old mining operation around as well. Well, down below it's more man-made tunnels that were drilled out by hand or machine. The former owner set up some labs and workstations, however, due to some conditions, I can't make the journey underground myself. I have trouble breathing that air. So, I took on a lovely pair of interns to assist me. They were able to do some explorations through the underground caverns, and report back. I heard some fanciful tales about ancient mysteries, which seems a bit far-fetched if not tantalizing. The team said it looked like the older gentleman was researching a special metal called auriculum, fabled to be from the Atlantean times. It responded to sound waves and vibration in a unique way, and though I couldn't hear it, the one gallon said she kept hearing a ringing tone, a continuous drone, or pulse coming from somewhere. Alas, I haven't heard from him for a while. Oh, I am rambling now, aren't I? You are here to explore. So, inside the shack there you will find some chemical lights. They are pretty bright, as well a headlamp and flashlight, or torch as we call them in Old Blighty. I'm here during the day mostly, otherwise I retire to my camp, so I might see you later on your way out. There's an access tunnel that will take you down to the start of it all. Just climb down the ladder and make your way through the darkness. I hope you enjoy the adventures and exploration. Once you are done down underground, there are some above-ground caves that you may explore. It all seems related, doesn't it? I'm not sure. As I said, I can't go in, better to be standing up here welcoming visitors than spelunking around the caverns.
Finally made my way down the shaft to the caves. Now that my eyes have adjusted to the light, I see this misty ground fog with lights. I feel the presence of magic, something mystical happened here. Looking closer, these aren't fireflies, they are just luminescent little lights, maybe some sort of life pulse that exists here. Perhaps it has something to do with the alchemy the fellow at the shop was mumbling about. Could there really be old mines here that unearthed the Atlantean auriculum metals? How fascinating. The ground here is undulated, as if something of some power was here before and moved it, perhaps some ultrasonic frequencies or something of vibration. This chamber is warm and dimly lit, and the walls are smooth. It feels like I'm standing in a womb, like the womb of Mother Earth. The ideas one has when it's quiet. There's a bridge going across, and it looks like someone fashioned a stack of pallets down one side that takes you below. Seems like I should check that out before going across. I'd best be careful, it looks precarious. How strange, this rock is different than the ground, almost as if it grew here under some mysterious force. There's more in that small room over there. I wonder what caused it to occur?
Welcome, traveler.
This chamber must be part of the old mines. Whoa, I really must make note of which door this is so I don't lose my way when I head back out again. It looks like all these doors were forced open, the levers won't move. I see things inside each of the small rooms. There's a staircase going up. Perhaps if I explore here, it will give me some clues what the former owner and the interns found here.
Research note from page. At first when Mata and I came into this room, we thought it was a station to evaluate metals, then realized it had more to do with plants and herbs. The former owner may have been studying apothecary or testing the local flora for something. What's odd is that we don't see these plants growing down here, so they must have come from elsewhere, but where? And why was he so interested in them?
Research note from Mada. This room must have been a storehouse for some time, but the cabinets are all emptied now save a few books and bottles. But they aren't science manuals, they are magic books. Was he studying the mystic arts? I was looking at Paige today. She looked so pretty in this light. It's the first time I really noticed in such a way. I wonder if the air down here is playing tricks on me. We've worked closely together for a while and make a good pair. I mean, a team. Where was I going with that? I can't recall now. Anyway, I wonder what the guy did with all the stuff, or what he was working on here. Maybe we will find out more in the other rooms.
Research note from page. Wow, this is like a library. The door was jammed tight, but Mata was able to open it. I caught him staring at me and it made me feel weak. I blushed, wonder if he saw. I turned away and pretended to be looking at the books as if I didn't notice. There's pieces of rock and what looks like some sort of chemistry experiments. Many of the books are in Latin, some are in Gaelic. I can't read that. They're talking about some emerald tablet and a philosophy stone, and the people of somewhere, or someone. It's hard for me to decipher. The style of writing talks about one thing yet really means something else. Old arcane books would do that to obscure subjects from the uneducated. Well, I'm a bit confused though, trying to figure it out. There's this ringing sound I hear once in a while. Mata doesn't hear it, but feels it. I'm not sure where it is, somewhere above. It vibrates like music at a concert. Maybe something in the air? I also feel a presence, almost a nurturing feeling, as if we're being watched by someone's mother.
This door is sealed shut. There's no way to open it. The room or chamber behind must have caved in. I'll keep exploring elsewhere.
Research note from Mada, more books and equipment. Taking a closer look, this is some sort of potion making. Was he using chemistry to affect metals or making medicines for himself? Wait, it isn't modern science notation. Those symbols, sulfur, mercury, air, fire, water, earth, ether, that's alchemy. Maybe these formulas were leading him somewhere. On some of the other pages he's written notes about transmutation, changing something into a purer essence. I wonder if he means changing lead into gold? That was one of the things those guys did. It talks about a red stone. Maybe it's that metal they were looking for, or maybe some process was needed to extract it from the rock. I must explore and find out more.
This must have been an old mine shaft that has since caved in. It's the only place I've seen a track and a minecar down here. How strange, putting it behind a door. Maybe its path led to something valuable. This door is sealed shut. There's no way to open it. The room or chamber behind must have caved in. I'll keep exploring elsewhere. This room could have been somewhere the miners gathered, a meeting place or mess hall. It's all empty now except for these tables. They must have had living quarters somewhere, probably behind one of those sealed doors. We'll never know. Looks like there's more lab equipment and counters back there in the far room.
Look at all this stuff, Mata, isn't it amazing?
Yeah, it's real swell. Cabinets, most of them empty, though there's lots of magic things and more alchemy. The old guy must have really been onto some discovery. There's this funny rock in a case over there.
If I'm not mistaken, that's a philosopher's stone. That's what the alchemists strive for, and by golly he did it.
What's the purpose?
It is for transformation, not only for base metals into gold, but they use them to transform themselves, you know, higher consciousness and all of that.
Fascinating. So he wasn't just working on metal, he was making himself a better man?
Precisely. Oh, Mata, do you hear it? Do you hear the sound? It's so loud.
No, I just hear the breeze. It's so quiet here. Mata touches the stone case. Starting to hear something, like a ringing, a tone of some kind. Is that it?
Yes. It's coming from above. It must be something special. Maybe it's the key to the transformation power. You think if we find it that we will evolve or grow to be better, like the man and his philosopher's stone?
Perhaps. Sounds a little far-fetched, but I'm game to explore and find it with you.
Good, that's the spirit. I'm so excited. What's this other thing here? In the glass jar, it has a orb or something in it.
I wouldn't touch that. You don't know what it will do.
Paige touches it and disappears into thin air.
Paige? Where did you go?
I am the great spirit of the caves. Your landing here is not by chance. This is a sacred place of purity. You may stay as long as you like to absorb and reflect the energies here. Those who came before you also traveled here, the man, the couple. I will tell you of this ancient place. It is old beyond time, as I am. The great Mother Goddess in all her power bestows life and regeneration here. She is known by many names, though one of the oldest is Danu, of the Tuatha Danann. High above these underground passages are above-ground areas that will lead you to misty waters and caves full of life. You will notice the foliage grows near the circle of singing pillars, which you will hear once you are above. This is her abode, the garden grotto of Danu. The pillars resonate healing frequencies. This is what the philosopher used for his transformation, along with the research of alchemy and philosopher's stone. I saw him alight and ascend from that place, so he has evolved to a higher state of being. The couple followed in his footsteps. Though perhaps their path and goals were different, who is to say? There is a hidden chamber with chakra crystals that will emanate sounds and activate your energy fields, so those of the Far East tell me. I am telling you this, so you can venture forward, if you wish, to become greater than what you are, or at the least, receive the beneficial energies of the crystals and the circle of singing pillars. Or, you can do nothing but explore. The choice is yours, my friend. Look for the sigils and signs that will help guide your way. Ah, that one there on the wall. Yes, the sigil of the Star Lord. You may contemplate upon it. They seem to appear at random places around these caves. I bid you safe travels, explorer, may your paths be true.
There's glowing water here, and a scent I can't quite recognize seeping from the pond. I wonder if the equipment and experiments did something here. Just as the Great Spirit Wolf mentioned, there must be some reaction as the crystals are growing like life stretching out of the water. I feel a sense of electricity in the air, that same essence that greeted me as I entered the tunnels. Ancient magic's emanating. This disc looks like it could be a lift of some kind. It should take me up above ground. It must have been some effort to install it here. This must be the entrance to the upper caves that the Great Spirit Wolf was talking about from the vision. It should lead me to the mysterious structures that it mentioned. I wonder if anyone stumbled to here without experiencing everything down below. They certainly would have missed out on the journey. Wood planks. This constructed path looks fairly new. It must have been put in by the former owner. If there's more, it will help make things easier to navigate these upper caves. These paths stretch so long, and I feel as if I am getting closer to something. That subtle sound seems to be getting louder. Another old mine car, this one on a track going down into a mine shaft. I can't see so clearly, but it looks to be blocked as well. On closer inspection, this cart full of gold looks strange. It has a red hue I don't recognize. Maybe it isn't gold.
Note from page, careful, we inspected the water and it has some strange properties. The old guy said he had trouble breathing, best not breathe this mist in too deeply. There's that symbol again, it's being projected on the rock though we couldn't find the source of illumination. They must signify we are on the right track.
Looks like there are two paths to go here. Down to the right I see that symbol again. Let's go that way first. This gate, I know past this entrance will lead us somewhere. I'll walk carefully and slowly, gather my senses first. Perhaps do some deep breathing exercises to set the right frame of mind. You can turn back now, whisk away somewhere else, forget this place existed, or venture forward.
Paige, what is this place? It's amazing, a flourishing garden inside the depths of the cave, and the sound. The sound.
It is what I've been hearing all along, this must be the place of transformation, it feels spiritual, doesn't it?
Yes, something sacred happening here. This must be where the journey of the man concluded, with his knowledge and potions and the stone and everything. Perhaps this is where, like the Great Spirit Wolf said, he ascended, the home of Danu. That statue over there must have been erected in her honor.
It feels like all my meridians and energy centers are clearing, being rejuvenated. This is fantastic stuff and I'll always keep it with me. Do you feel it too?
I feel something, I do. I've always cared about you, Paige. Maybe I'm feeling romantic. This place feels like love.
Oh, Mata, you know I like you too. Let's explore here a while and breathe it all in. I feel so energized by this place. The sound resonates through my entire body.
That sounds great. This is just a wonderful, beautiful place. We could just stay here. I feel like all the weight of the world is being lifted. Oh, look down the path. Is that a statue?
Yes, let's go see.
Danu, the mother goddess. Background from Bard mythologies. Danu is the most ancient of the Celtic gods. She was referred to as the mother of the Irish gods, which indicates that she was a mother goddess. In this guise she probably represented the earth and its fruitfulness. Many place names in Ireland are associated with her, most notable the Paps of Anu in Kerry, which resemble the breasts of a large supine female, part of the land. She is the Bean Tuathak, farmer, which reinforces the fertility aspect of the goddess. Rivers are associated with her, and represent the fertility and abundance in a land. There is a suggestion that Danu might have had dual characteristics, one being the beneficent, nurturing mother goddess, and another being the strong, malevolent side of the warrior goddess. The root Dan in ancient Irish means art, skill, poetry, knowledge, and wisdom. All around you are representations of the mother goddess, Danu. In this her garden grotto the most obvious may be the 5 elements, of the wind, wishes blowing in the dandelion seeds. Water, the eternal flowing water from her bowl and around her, flowing. Fire, the sunlight as it beams down through an orifice high in the cave ceiling. Earth, the garden itself, soil, the cave walls and structure around you, the rocks. Spirit, the essence all around you, the vibration of the pillars and sound they make, and the invisible ether of the alchemy. Not many stories survive about Danu today, and much of her history or legends are lost through time, though we can still uphold them and remember her today through the beauty of this garden. If you become very quiet, you can feel her presence.
Look at this path to the right, it's a cave full of crystals. We should explore that before we head out of the caves.
The subtle body consists of nadi, energy channels, connected by nodes or centers of psychic energy, called chakras. The cave, here, follows the most common idea, that the system holds 7 major chakras. With that idea, we've colored a row of 7 crystals, and assigned musical notes to them. The idea being, as you pass through each chakra sound and color, you will have energized each one in turn, thus performing a complete system refresh on the subtle energy body. I hope you enjoyed this summary about chakras and will find pleasure in touching the chakra crystals.
Ah, it's you. You explored the lower tunnel caves, read some of the books and notes down there I'm sure, then found the upper section and followed it all the way to the exit which leads you here. The interns told me there were crystal caverns and a circle of singing pillars that had very mystical properties. Actually, I venture in there every now and again for its restorative powers. It helps with my breathing. Now that you know what's here, and the sacred nature of it all, let's not let the masses know about it, savvy? We should keep this knowledge safe to ourselves, and I entrust that you will help keep my secrets, yes. Otherwise who knows what might occur. I don't want a bunch of media moguls coming around or throngs of people stomping around ruining this natural beauty, but for us old prospectors and spelunkers like yourself, I welcome the few who find this place, almost like they were called here to experience it. My interns and their children visit from time to time and have kept the knowledge safe. I do hope you enjoyed your day of exploring, and will return sometime again. Beside me on the ground is a little memento to remember your journey. On that note, I bid you good day.